full of all my friends. Okay. Have I already told you about my hair? I know it doesn't look good. I can't get into a new stylist until next week, which will make it officially 4 weeks past when I should have had it cut. And with short hair, 4 weeks is more than double what I should maximum let it get to, so I'm not going to be looking too hot. Which is just turning off all the new friends I could be making. Anyway, here are my updates. You read about the school situation. This week we do have a kindergarten potluck, so that's good. And you know what? They wouldn't have had that at the public school, so, you know, you pay for that. What else did I tell you? On some kind of great fronts, because after finding out the job, I was really regretting something. I gotta stop there, so I'm not gonna keep going. I found this doctor. Before we got here that I really liked and thought would be a good match for us in terms of choices, right? The problem is they don't accept insurance, which honestly I respect, because obviously I think that, you know, that is a massive hindrance for doctors and can make it so that they can't doctor you in the best possible way. So in theory, I support that. I don't have a problem with that. The problem is, and so we have insurance with this new job. It's not as great as our old insurance, and they're probably not going to cover everything. If this had been our old insurance, they would have covered it in full. I've just submitted and get paid back. The problem is it's like $250. Of course, I made this appointment before I found out about the work situation, and it's one of those deals where, you know, if you cancel in less than 48 hours, you have to pay a certain amount, so it's just like, whatever, still going to go. Also, I don't know that I'll necessarily, well, I'll find out how much they reimburse. If they don't reimburse very much of it, I'm not going to take baby there, because she still needs infant checkups all the time, and I can't be paying that all the time. But with kid at 6, you only go once a year for a well visit. Sick visits, I can find a different pediatrician for that. That's not what I need. What I need for her, because she has so many medical issues, is one doctor who I really respect and think is smart, who's willing to look at the big picture, and who I trust to be giving me the best possible referrals for specialists. And I do think I found that, and honestly, at the end of the day, even if they don't reimburse me, $250 is worth feeling like you got a good neurologist, obviously. Not to mention, our neurologist in Michigan didn't know the neurologist here, and so gave me the board-certified person that came up, who she said point blank, do not send your kid to that guy, and she had somebody else. So, there you go. She also referred me to an ophthalmologist, so that's good too, because that's another thing. I mean, it's not just that kid wears glasses. She has had eye surgery and may need future surgeries, and you need to be sure you're getting a good eye surgeon. So, in the end, I feel good about that. Before we went, I was starting to really stress about it and think, this is just another mistake, you know. We have had to front a lot of money in the last 2 weeks. It's kind of mind-boggling. And the thing that's unfortunate about that is that we had that money, but like I said in the post, we chose to lower our mortgage rate, and which in the long run was a good decision, and we had the money to do that at the time, but it would have been helpful if we hadn't done that now, just for the immediate. But whatever, we'll make it work. So that's that. So in the end, the good news is I feel like I have a great doctor for her, a great overall primary physician who really was very smart and very thoughtful and could see wasn't just rushing me through, and nothing like our doctor before, who I hated. And I mean, they spent almost an hour and a half with us, so that's why it was so expensive. That's that. What else did I want to tell you about? Remember when I was telling you, Ms. Rath and I were both talking about it on our blog, I think back in May, maybe April, about the Where Did the Children Play documentary on PBS? This is the book that a lot of that was based on. I got it at Target, so hop to when you're there. I'm going to start reading it. I'll let you know what I think. basically, I think it's gonna, I'm gonna get really riled up, and then I'm gonna still keep my kids inside 24 hours a day. Just kidding. I did ask the doctor, everyone who wants to know about the mosquitoes. She said, she confirmed what Nutmeg said about there being a new breed of mosquitoes. And she said, she didn't really have a recommendation for what to do, actually. She said that this is the worst time of year for the mosquitoes. They're really bad for about 2 months, and then it will lessen and as it cools down. So that's all we're really going to do, is just try to live through it. She didn't see her bites and freak out and think, you know, we needed to do something. Plus, as I may have said, we can't give her Benadryl or any kind of antihistamine because of her seizure medicine. So there's not much we can do. That's that. Where am I at? Okay, quickly I'm going to show you what's happened decorating wise. Not much, but things are a little coming together. We're getting rid of the things that don't really need to be out, starting to empty out all the boxes. So this is this room. Obviously it needs a little finessing. And then this room with this rug, there, believe it or not, people, still more toys that are not in here yet. And I don't want to wake up the baby, but I'm going to just put the camera in there so you can see it's coming together. Okay. And that's about it. Things are, I don't know how close was that to my mouth. Crazy. Things are moving along. Oh, added bonus. When I went to the doctor, I will say this, Asheville shout out style. Completely different neighborhood from where we live. It's like just north of the downtown area. Beautiful. That's where the fancy nice houses are, people. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Huge. I mean, obviously we couldn't afford to live there. We could barely afford to live in our neighborhood. So I won't go there because that just makes me feel bad about myself. But then I was like, now this part of town is nice. It just depends. I am going to do a photo display to show people because I think people don't believe me. But I'm going to do pictures of what's going on the main street, and you will see. You will see what I'm saying. Alright, checkity check.